on in. Come on in. Come on in. Now come on in. Now come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
I'm back. Hi everybody. Hi, I'm back. And we're here for another BondyBlue show. I know you missed these, okay? We're about to disagree some more because we're going to get into Jackie Christie straight off rip. That's going to be the first thing we're going to discuss. I know I've been talking about it in my other lives, and I just saw the video clip of the fight. And so we're going to run that back right quick. And we're going to take a look at that, and I'm going to give my opinion on that fight that happened between Chantel and her mother. Okay? And how I feel about a lot of you guys' commentary. We're also going to get into some local New Orleans shit. Okay, because I remember when I got up here during the time when Toya and Regine's show was on, and I was talking to the people about how violent and angry New Orleans men can be. And I said that, and people were really like, in the comments, girl, I don't know what, basically invalidating my experience of growing up here and living here mostly all my goddamn life. Okay. You remember that, Chef Sarah? Okay, girl. Okay. So when we get into the story and you hear it from a man, I then wonder what everybody will say then. Okay. But before we get into the psychosis that's happening down here to the internet, I want to share something with you guys. Y'all know I'm still promoting because we have three. We have 3 Reset by Design Wellness retreats coming up. Okay. We have Tulum, and we have Mauritius, which is in Africa. And of course, y'all love when I'm wrong about something because you can, Bondi, you're so stupid. Like, I know y'all love to do that to me whenever y'all can catch me in one of my blonde moments. But I normally, if I'm not sure, I'll say I'm not sure, girl. I'll say, I won't pretend like I know the shit. I'll say I'm not sure. Okay. But yeah, I'm just going to say in Africa. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and say in Africa, girl. But that's where Mauritius is, because I had never heard of it before. And I heard that it was nice. And it was one of those places that a lot of people were traveling. Y'all going to have to excuse me. I just finished doing one of the arm day workouts with LASHAE because I had to finish the challenge. Because when I went over there to Southeast Asia, girl, there are so many stairs. There are so many stairs. And we were doing so much shit that I did not have the energy to go in the gym the way I thought I would. Okay. So legs got bigger. Okay, that happened. Whole bunch of stairs, like I said. But I wanted to share with y'all one of the things that I did do that was very luxurious and very, very amazing. And it makes me want to go back expeditiously. If not to Bali, then to Thailand. Okay. This right here. See, look, one of the smart sisters is in here, okay? Mauritius is a small island off the coast of East Africa, okay? East Africa, y'all, not west, on the East Coast, okay? All right? Thank you. We appreciate y'all. Cuz I can't know everything, girl. I can't. I be firing on all cylinders, but shit slips through the cracks, all right? I'm not Yoda. All right? So I went to, first of all, I was gifted this by Ty, okay? Because girl, I had Bali belly and my ass was just chilling this day when the girls went to the spa. The girls came back from the spa hours later looking refreshed, rejuvenated. This the day I was chilling in the pool, okay? Got me a few laps in that day, okay? But Ty was like, Bondi, I want to send you to this spa for a 4-hour package. I said, bitch, a 4-hour package? Absolutely. Thank you. Okay, because Ty's just really sweet like that, okay? And so the 4-hour package included lunch, which now the Bali people have me doing some very cute shit, squeezing lime juice on mangoes. I don't know who came up with that, but The Bali people introduced me to that. They would keep giving you like, mango on a skewer and put a little piece of lime next to it. So one, I was at the spa. Hold up, let me go to it. Hold up. I go to the spa and I'm like, okay, let me see what this is about. Bitch, the lime juice on the mango changed my life, man. Do you hear me? I was just like, oh, this is why they keep putting this next. This is why they keep putting this next to the mango, girl. This go together. I did not know that this went together like this. This goes together. Okay. So I had a 4-hour package. Okay. That I we ought to hear. This was Erna. Okay. She did all of my services for that day. And I got a massage, a body scrub, the flower bath, a yoni steam, a deep conditioner, a facial, and lunch. And this is me walking with her, making my way down. Okay. Then this was me in the bath. The massage and the scrub had already happened. I'm in full on, relaxation mode. Like the muscles in my face aren't even up yet. Like, then I was like really enjoying having that water all over me. So before she even came in there, all you could see was my mouth and my nose, child. And she was like, we take pictures. I'm like, okay, let's take pictures. Okay. But I wasn't really caring as much. But I did take some of these and I did feel like, bitch, your back look good. And then I was like, ad, it's giving ad for the Putri Bali Spa in Ubud. Okay. That's what it's giving. It's giving ad. Okay. Y'all, this was a very beautiful space. All of that greenery and everything back there is real. All right. That's open out to the street so that you can, hear and everything. Like it's outside, girl. Showers on both. I got my hair wash. Okay. It was very relaxing. Very, very, very relaxing. Look at my face. I look relaxed, don't I? I was relaxed, girl. Look at the beautiful little teacups. That tea was good. They kept giving you ginger tea. Everywhere you go, they give you ginger tea. Then I went and had lunch after. Okay. And this was the noodle, the chicken and the noodle. I forget how to say it, with the little pork rind chips that they be making. I mean, shrimp. I think it was shrimp. Yeah, shrimp. Shrimp chips is what they called them, I think. I can't remember the names of nothing. But either way you see, I was at the fancy cup and I was having a really good time, girl. That's my dessert. I had a tiramisu. It was all very, very beautiful, very, very relaxing. It was amazing. And I believe it probably did not cost that much money. I did not pay. But the way money work out there, the way the American dollar works out there, girl, it was amazing. Okay. So this is the type of stuff we do on the retreats, right? So if y'all want to get down, okay, all you gotta do is go to resetbydesignwellness/retreats and you'll find the upcoming retreats and you can go ahead and sign up. Okay. Mauritius is September 2026. Tulum is April 2026. So if you want to go to Tulum, you need to get on that, get your little payment plan together and everything. Okay. And also, if you want to do the couples, that's also going to be in April 2026. Okay. So those are your options of the retreats that are coming up. And we are going to be doing a full-on video. I have more ads and everything for y'all, but I just need to add some videos to it. Here go one of my girls. Hey, Talia. Yes. Okay. You did a beautiful ad for me, girl. I'm going to be putting that in here, edited it together, going to add some of our videos and pictures and stuff together. But yes, it actually was like such an amazing experience, y'all. And I'll go into deeper details. Don't play with me, Instagram. Don't play with me, ho. Okay. Okay. Shout out to my friend who does my lashes. All right. So let's get into it. All right. So this is Takari. A lot of you feel like Takari her opinion on whatever's going on between Chantel and Jackie. Y'all feel like her opinion in some way is supposed to trump Chantel's right now, and I just kind of feel like that's not how that works. I also feel like when you have been in a abusive relationship like this with your mom and it causes triangulation with your siblings and you're on the outside looking in, you actually might want to be the one that finally is seen as the good child. So when the one that was the golden child is now pissed off at the mama and causing an uproar and a scene and everything, you can now act like, oh no, she doesn't even know our mom. Girl, what the fuck are you talking about? She doesn't know your mom. Like, what does that even mean, Takari? What does that even mean? Like, what in your pea brain? Okay, I'm gonna take that from my girl, the Brooke Ashley. What in your pea brain made you think that you can tell us or Chantel about how she knows her mother? Just like we felt like Chantel couldn't tell us shit about your perspective of your mom. I can't with that, y'all. There are too many reasons for why Takari would want to get up here and defend Jackie. And a lot of it has to deal with the fact that the lady was abusive to them as children. Okay?
I came back up here more so to tell you that going forward, we won't be going forward. If this is going to be our last conversation, it is.
So before this, Jackie told the girls that the only way she was going to talk to Shani was on her podcast, as if the only way she cared to have a conversation with her daughter was if she could capitalize off the situation. Yet, what I keep hearing from y'all is, why would she come on a show? Why would she come on national TV? And it's just like, why would her mama come on national TV? Why would her mama bring her children on national television? Why would she do that? It's like y'all only see it in the way that Jackie can do all of this shit, but her daughter can't. And I really feel like it's because y'all really believe in these hierarchies where you believe that the parent, no matter how fucked up they've been to the child, is always to be respected. Or, you're not supposed to put your hands on your mom. And it's not that I disagree with you. I don't. But what I also understand is that people really take a lot of allowance with their kids when they are children, when they are smaller than them and they are not strong enough to fight back. Adults take full advantage of the fact that their children can be punching bags physically and emotionally with nowhere to go and only them to depend on. People really, really negate how fucked up it is to have your parents do mean, malicious shit to you. And if you have never had a relationship with a parent where you wanted to put your hands on them, I think that that's something you should thank God for. But to think that everybody is having your same experience, I think that's a psychosis that y'all need to wake up out of. Because I had a woman say to me, we've all had our moms run up on us like this, but that doesn't mean that we ever hit them. That doesn't mean we ever hit them. And I'm like, well, maybe I grew up in too much of an ignorant place. And I'll admit that. I'll admit that I grew up in a very ignorant place, and we'll get into more of that ignorance later. But in New Orleans, Louisiana, people absolutely get into fucking fights, physical fights with their kids, with their daughters, with their moms, with their dads. Yes, it happens. It does. I've seen it for myself. I've seen a mother and daughter that was click tight to the point that their relationship crossed a whole bunch of fucking boundaries. Their relationship crossed boundaries between a parent and a child. Even when they were still a teenager, all kind of weird shit was happening where the boundaries, the lines are not drawn. And so when they became adults and their mamas tried that same shit, they ended up getting into physical fights with their mama because you was doing this shit when I couldn't fight you back. Now I can fight you back. So if you ever press up to me, it's gonna be over for all of that. And I think y'all do not give enough credence to how much your parent has to break your heart before you get to that place with them. Like, I really, really, really don't understand. Ran up is crazy, girl. That's your child. I don't listen. Let's see if we can.
We're good.
Matter of fact,
That's fine. The cameras don't mean nothing to me. Okay, well, more than anything, what I made them understand is I wanted you to get an opportunity to sit down with your mother, because prior to the cameras, we didn't have this issue. We didn't? No. So we've had a great relationship?
so Jackie acting like she and Shani have never had any issues. I don't believe that, y'all. That doesn't even make any sense based on the type of personality that Jackie Christie is.
Hey, have we not? Have we had a great relationship? Okay, then you should probably be able to share with me why you feel wrong. Asking a rhetorical question. I feel like there's a huge difference
I don't want to get flagged.
between Jackie the mother and Jackie the personality.
She says there's a difference between Jackie the mother and Jackie the personality.
And I think that version of Jackie is who came and sat down in front of me right now. I don't want to be a part of the lie. All this I know.
I don't want to be a part of a lie. Yeah, those words tell me this is a grown child that is tired of the pretending. Oh, y'all can hear it? Great.
So sad. All this I know. This is sad. It isn't. It is. All this I know is I agreed to sit down again with you to have this conversation for you. It ain't for me.
To have this conversation for you, it ain't for me. That's another condescending, fucked up moment. Okay? If I'm telling you that I have an issue with you and you tell me that the conversation, like, oh, I'm giving you the opportunity to sit down with your mother because I don't have the problem. Yes, the fuck we do have a problem. Her even dealing with Chantel like that is very disingenuous. And if I'm trying to have a conversation with my mother and she's showing up like that, y'all, that's a huge disconnect. That's a huge immature response to your daughter coming to you with her real feelings, is to act like some reality star that doesn't have time for this shit. So you're gracing her with your presence. You her fucking mama, bruh.
Wanted to give you an opportunity to clean your name up. If this how you want to clear my name? Chantel, listen. If this how you... I need to clear my name. Girl, stop. Do you hear yourself? Stop. I need to clear my name. Say this. Please say it. And record it while you're at it. So you can run it back to Daddy Douglas and continue to lie to them and tell them that what happened didn't happen. So that when they see this, they see you for the body individual that you are.
Sounds like a pattern of behavior. She did pick her phone up. It sounds like a pattern of behavior for you to gaslight her. When she gets upset, you start recording and then show it to the son and the daddy so that you can make her look bad. Sounds a lot like some of the shit that you did to Takari. But Takari's going to get up here and say that wasn't it. That's not what happened. That Shani don't know her mama. Oh, okay. That sounds reasonable.
No, I'm not going to stop, and I'm not going to let up. And I'm going to guess what I want you to do. I want you to. I have zero respect. I want you to get up and leave my room. Get up and leave my room. Zero respect. Bye. Go ahead. Thank you. You look very cute. Thank you for wasting my time. Bye bye. Thank you, bro. Bye bye. Have a great night, bro. Bye. You have a good night, bro. Night, sweetie.
All of that good night, sweetie. All of that smiling and laughing. Like, for her, I don't think a lot of y'all are seeing it. She treating her fucking child like one of these girls on this reality show.
Be well. Good night. I will.
It does sound like a competition. It does sound like a competition because Chantel says, I'll tell daddy on you. Which then makes me look at that nigga weird. What did you do during the childhood? And you know what that makes me think? That makes me think Jackie is the abusive personality that I believe that she is. And what happened is Doug had a lot of conversations with his kids about how your mom is crazy, but we love her.
That's a much better exit. You're right. Good night. Right. And you think you look better? Do you think you look better? Do you think that you fix the situation? Because you're sitting here looking.
Y'all keep saying that they're the same. They are alike, but they are not the same. If y'all believe that they're doing the same thing to each other, y'all are not paying attention. Or you just want to perceive it a certain way. And y'all often do that. Y'all often like to put abusers and their victims on the same level. Y'all often like to do that. But y'all are forgetting that in these moments when y'all keep saying, oh, Chantel needs to grow up. Chantel is dealing with her mother. She's not going to show up like a grown woman when she's having a problem with her fucking mom. Like, I don't think y'all, like, you're going to revert back to the childlike person that is still upset about shit that happened when you were what? A child.
No, look how you look as a mother, Jackie. If you don't get, you look as a mother.
When Jackie stood up and said, if you don't get, this is the part for me, right? The way Jackie got up and said, if you don't get it, to me, I think you have hit her like you have hit her before. You have walked up and act like you was about to walk past and hit her before, which is why this is what her response was. Now, she pushed her mom, and her mom punched her in the face or smacked her, whichever one.
No, you don't. Put your hands on me. That's the end of it. That's the end of it. That's the end of it. You put your hands on me. In my room.
To me, this is somebody that has been waiting for their mom to push them over the line so that they can completely just disassociate. I think there's a level of, I'm so pissed off at her, but if she could just say the right thing one time, I will forgive her. And Jackie, because Jackie cares more about her pride and her ego, she will refuse to do it. Y'all will use this as an example to act like Chantel has been on 1,000 this whole time, but there have been several times when Chantel came to the table more mature than her fucking mother. Another thing, this right here, this screenshot that y'all got of their faces, look at the way Jackie is looking at her daughter. Look at the way she's looking at her. You wanted to hit her. You were waiting for an excuse. That little push that she gave you, you wanted to hit her. I don't care what y'all are talking about. This comes from a pattern. This comes from a repeated pattern of them having this type of abusive, volatile relationship. And at some point, Chantel probably took a lot of this shit. Now she doesn't have to. And when you become an adult and you've had an abusive parent and they're actually still around for you to try to hold accountable, and instead of being accountable, they try to avoid everything and act as if they're on a pedestal. So that means they can't even come down to where their child is to meet them where they are and give them the compassion that they deserve as the child that had to deal with you as a parent. Y'all could feel like Chantel deserved to get her ass beat, and I could feel like y'all like to abuse y'all kids whenever they act out and show up exactly how you show up. So that's fine. That's fine. I'm not saying that Jackie is wrong for how she responded to her daughter pushing her, but I am saying that a better mother would have handled that situation completely different. If Jackie was actually a good mom, that situation would have happened differently. A lot of y'all feel like Chantel, was antagonizing her mother. I feel like she wanted her mother to be accountable at some point. I think she wanted her mother to be real at some point. Yes, I think she wanted to see her mom have some humility. I do. And I think she felt like she would get that on the show because that's the only place that Jackie shows up. It sounds to me like she felt like she could force the confrontation with Jackie because Jackie would show up to taping, because that's all Jackie cared about, is being a reality star on Basketball Wives. So if that's the only place that I'm going to be able to get this response out of you, if this is the only place I'm going to have to, you're going to actually hear me and see me, if I get these other bitches to help bully you into having conversations with me, if having Evelyn Lozada shame you is the only way I'm going to be able to get my fucking mother to. If y'all think that Jackie is not eating up the attention and all of this, oh, you know, Chantel, you know, is so wrong. She deserved it. As a mom, she did what was needed. Chantel's entire mission was to provoke Jackie to anger in an effort to get a moment. She got one all right. Like the way y'all are rejoicing in this woman who already probably abused her daughter responding in this way. I think this is the reason why a lot of us are not going to mature beyond a certain point emotionally. You're just not, because it's like most of y'all don't even expect for the mother to act more mature than the daughter. You actually expect the daughter to have more maturity, and you expect Chantel to have more couth and self-control, and y'all want her to be humble and come to her mom in a certain manner. And what I'm saying is every mother has not earned that. I'm sorry, y'all, but there's a level to this parenting shit where when you refuse to acknowledge, when you refuse to apologize, when you refuse to be emotionally vulnerable with your children when they become adults and they have gripes with you about mistakes that you made, your inability to hear about your mistakes and grow from them will cause your children to hate you. And that is going to show up how it's going to show up. I don't think that violence is ever the answer. I don't. But I have absolutely had hands put on me my entire life. And I have also seen fights like that happen between mothers and daughters. And it has a lot to do with mothers having a lack of boundaries and not respecting their children from when they're young. You disregard their feelings. You are vengeful and petty and spiteful with children. And then you get mad when they grow up and become adults that want to beat your ass. A lot of y'all feel like Chantel deserved to get punched in the face because of how she handled her mother. I wonder what Jackie did behind the scenes throughout Chantel's childhood that made her want to be this way with her mother. What would make you push your mother first? That's crazy. I mean, I saw a bitch on the internet the other day that was trying to sell her infant baby for $400 out of a Motel 6. Like, that's not funny. But what I'm saying is, y'all act like mamas can't be terrible people or something.
I had no intent to even go there with her, but it's like, you're just so fake. I think it was just refreshing to tell her, like, you can't bully me anymore. You can't make me feel insecure and uncomfortable. Like, you've always projected your insecurities on.
Y'all can hear that, right? Y'all can hear that, right? Y'all hear Chantel talking about how she was tired of being bullied? I really think y'all have slave master slave mentalities when it comes to parenting. It's not your fault. It's just a fact. And how that translates is feeling like your children should be punching bags. And then when they're adults, swallow all of the anger that you've put into them.
On me. You've always wanted me to be a sample model size. You've always wanted me to be this perfect person.
You always wanted me to be a sample model size. You've always wanted me to be perfect. So Kari is going to act like Chantel couldn't possibly have had this experience. And I feel like at the end of the day, if she is a mother that is about looks when it comes to you, she's going to be a mother when it comes to looks about her other daughter too. You're just not going to see it the same way because y'all are going to get two different versions of her. But she's going to be doing and pushing some of the same bullshit on the kids. It's just going to show up in different ways.
When I was a kid, I experienced so much at the hands of outsiders, and I never felt safe sharing that with my mom. And I feel like in the moments that I did, it was more so, you're lying. That couldn't have happened to you.
Gaslighting.
So much of what happened to me when I was younger could have been prevented if she had just believed me. How different would I be? How different would my siblings be? The mental.
So it sounds like, without saying, she's saying that something happened to her. She came to her mom and her mom didn't believe her. Y'all think lack of protection or movement when your child comes to you and says something happened to them, y'all think that's okay? I shouldn't want to beat my mama ass if I came to her when I was a child and said something happened to me and she told me it didn't happen. I shouldn't want to beat her ass when I'm old enough to realize how fucked up that really was and how they fucked up my psyche. Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting.
Warfare that we experienced was worse than anything. She would say things like, you better clean up your room before your dad get here and kick you down the stairs. Like, what? My dad has never even expressed violence like that to me. When I tell you guys that I was raised off of fear and not respect, like, these are the things that I'm talking about.
Telling the truth is an act of love. And I would argue that you probably love her the most, I feel, because you're willing to have a conversation with her.
And that's another thing a lot of y'all don't understand. What Brittany just said. Brittany's crying because Brittany knows Brittany's mom was probably abusive to her as well. This is what a lot of y'all weren't getting. A lot of y'all were saying, well, why she just don't leave her alone? Because that's her mom, bro. Even in these arguments, she's trying to get somewhere with Jackie. Y'all may not see it. Y'all think it's about attention. Y'all think it's about a reality show. The lady is trying to force her mom to be accountable in some type of way. And she's trying to force accountability because she wants to love her mom. Because at one point, she was the golden child. She probably wants to go back to that space with her mom. But so much has happened that it's hard to. So I need you to move in a different way so that I can feel okay wanting to be around you, because I want to be around you, but you hurt me. You hurt me. And it's very, very hard for me to want to be around you and not be angry sometimes, especially when you exhibit the same behaviors that you did when I was a child, or putting your persona on this fucking reality show, putting that first over being a mom. I feel like a lot of y'all are speaking from a space of either being okay with abuse or not fully gauging how Jackie has exploited her kids already, and how Chantel coming on the show at this point is like, what the fuck are we talking about? Her mama already brought her on the show. But see, y'all just upset because she's embarrassing her mom. When at the end of the day, Jackie embarrasses the fuck out of herself. Jackie has been embarrassing herself, which is why I always knew we would be here, bitch. Say what y'all want to about Brittany Renner. She's a smart girl. Fucked up like everybody else. But guess what she acts like? Somebody with a mother wound. Somebody that's going out there searching for love and popping coochie to get it. Somebody that's changing their life for a man at every turn, being a pick-me and shit. Where you think she learned that shit from? She learned it from her mom. Like, it's like y'all don't get how the child is a direct reflection of how the mother was showing up in some way. It's like y'all keep trying to separate those two things. Brittany is smart. Brittany is smart. And I think it's weird that you don't think she's smart. Y'all think because what, women hoes? Y'all think they not smart? Y'all think because they have fucked up situations with men that they not smart? People don't have to make the perfect decision or right decisions all the time in order to be smart. Yes, she very much reminds me of Corinne Steffens. She does. And Corinne Steffens is honestly one of the smartest people that I've ever seen. Like, Corinne has like this weird, low-key autistic intelligence type shit that be going on. But when you're not raised by the right parents because your moms fucking hate you, it's hard to see that part of yourself as something worth pouring into. Like, there is a similarity to these women that Brittany Renner, Corinne's like, y'all are forgetting that Corinne had like those first few years of acting like a fucking fool before she started coming out with her books. And even in the books, it took her after those books came out to really grow up. She was still very much thirsty and searching for love in these niggas when she wrote her second book. They're not exactly the same, but the drive is the same. The mother wound is the same. I had a disrespectful, abusive fucking mother that hated me, so she taught me to hate me. And I don't exactly move through life in a good way when I've been raised by my mother to hate myself. Yes, Talia, to be a hoe, I think you have to have a level of intelligence and survival instinct to be successful and have longevity in the industry as a hoe. You really do. And the fact that she's on this reality show right now is a testament to her intelligence. But y'all like to downplay women when they don't show up a certain way for y'all. like it don't take a level of intelligence to do anything when you're a woman, especially in situations where you're always putting yourself in harm's way by being around all these niggas. Yes, everybody be talking about daddy issues, but y'all really glaze over these mommy wounds. And then it's like you sit here, we see how the crazy mom acts, we see how the grown adult children are now acting, and y'all are like, oh, the kids is just fucking slow. The kids is weirdos. Who do you think's responsible for this shit? Okay? And listen, mothers out there, I'm sure there are those of you that have made some mistakes, but are not nearly as terrible as these people. So stop taking on shit that's not for you. That's another thing. Y'all can make mistakes, but you know what you should learn how to do with your kids that I feel like our parents had a hard time doing? Apologize. Apologize when you're wrong. Apologize when you fucked up. You have no idea what that does for your children when you can come to them and apologize for harming them instead of acting like how dare they be upset at your harm. Okay? Look at Brittany.
And it's like she doesn't get this. She doesn't even see that. Everything about it.
It's triggering because a lot of these girls have the same fucking story about a mama that was chasing some nigga down, that all she cared about was some man and how that was going to make her look. That's all she really cared about. She did not really care about those children. Those children were a reflection of the man for her. There are women walking around like that, y'all, every fucking day, B. And the way they children show up varies. Some of them aren't going to put their hands on their moms, but some of them are going to. And I bet you any money that they got fucking hit first. I bet you the parent hit them first at some point. And then you get mad when they grow up and now they tired of that shit. Jackie has always been a fucking Looney Tune, a liar, and a bad parent. Always, since we found out about her. If her ass would have sat the fuck down and got off this show, maybe her daughter wouldn't have came on here and embarrassed her. I'm not coming off Jackie's neck. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all or what y'all are talking about. I don't give a fuck about what everybody's talking about in these comments. I don't care. Be better to your children so that they don't have this response to you. Be better. Because a lot of y'all take allowance with them fucking children because those children belong to you. This shit ain't cool, man. This shit ain't cool. This is not all right. And I'm still about to blame Jackie. Every time I'm blaming Jackie. Jackie. It's motherfucking Jackie's fault. I said it, bitch. Now what? Let's move on. New Orleans shit. So first of all, I don't know if I mentioned it. Y'all know I was talking about how, all of those inmates escaped from prison, and some of y'all was actually wanting these violent offenders to be free because y'all are weird and y'all uphold a lot of bullshit in the Black community, like thinking that people that commit violent crimes are slaves that need to be freed. These things are not the same. I need for y'all to hop to and come to that recognition. Okay, those things are not the same. Where's this nigga's picture? Yes, here he is. Antoine all rooting for him. Why? Why were y'all rooting? I would never understand it. Motherfucker ain't safe for nobody to be around. Y'all out here like, damn, I wanted him to be free so he can rob somebody. Damn it. Ugh. So New Orleans niggas can be violent, very much so, on a grand scale. No matter whether they have good educations, no matter whether you think they're the nice guy, no matter whether they had a 2-parent household, no matter whether they grew up in the projects, okay? 17, Holly Grove, 9th Ward, East Beast, Uptown, Downtown, Mid-City, okay? All that shit. Where's the goddamn story? This is recent, bitch. Okay, this is recent.
That lady go.
So this is Byron Cole. Byron Cole is one of the men in our city that is always screaming at city officials. He has tried to become mayor at some point. But I personally find people in New Orleans like to get on live and just walk around the city. They get on live and they just talk and they walk and they talk and they talk and they walk. Okay. Byron Cole is known for being extremely disrespectful to people that he comes into contact with. I remember him being upset at some white women and calling them a whole bunch of bitches and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And a part of me, because of the gentrification and how white people can come into Black spaces and then treat Black people like they don't deserve to be there, there's a part of me that's like, man, fuck that bitch, right? But the woman in me recognizes that any man talking to any woman with that amount of violence for what apparently to me was not even enough for all of that, he's a violent man towards women. And I feel like seeing a white woman really pissed him off because she has power he doesn't have. So when I tell y'all that a lot of New Orleans men are like this, I'm not fucking lying. I'm telling the truth.
I don't give a fuck. Byron! Look, damn, huh? Mr. Byron Cole, you going on Instagram. Beating that fucking lady like that. Bitch, you down bad. Bitch, and you going on the internet, hoe. That lady. Bitch, you going on the internet, hoe. You don't beat no fucking lady like that. Bitch, what's wrong with you? Let that lady go. Put that on Empower Nola, you bitch. You going now, hoe. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut up, hoe. No, bitch, she ain't trying to hide. You trying to hide now? I caught your ass.
They were doing a terrible job. They were doing a terrible camera job, but my girls was on it with the commentary.
I caught you already, bitch. I caught you.
I caught
you
you already,
the fuck
bitch.
up. I'm posting you, hoe. I'm posting you. You're going on the ground. You're going on the ground, bitch. You're going on the motherfucking ground. You beating the fuck out that lady. You stop it. They didn't fucking brakes for nothing. What the fuck wrong with you, bitch? Yeah. Empower Nola. You're rolling up on another day. Bitch, send me that. You're going up on another day. God, send me that. Bitch made me drop my motherfucker. That lady go. I don't give a fuck. Byron. Look, damn, huh? Mr. Byron Cole.
So he was choking and beating that lady. Okay? This is the lady.
Look.
This is the video that they did after.
I've decided that we're gonna make a video. Are you cool with that, babe? Okay.
After you've been finished almost killing a bitch, gonna turn around and ask her permission to record her to make it seem like everything okay.
She's cool with it. Look, we're regular people, and I'm not gonna get on here and tell y'all any of our personal business. But I will tell you that we're under tremendous pressure from all of the legal things that y'all see happening to my wife in particular and myself. And y'all just watched it all happen like we was.
You was beating her ass, and now somehow pressures have been added to you both. But you were the only one with your hands around her neck. Her hands wasn't around your neck though.
Superman.
Y'all see how a nigga could go from almost killing a bitch to now all of a sudden it's a whole bunch of we. It's a whole bunch of us. It's a lot of mutual wordage going on here.
And then Superwoman. And
now y'all so concerned with him beating me. And he ain't beat me. No black eyes. No nothing. We had an unfortunate argument in that car where he had to restrain me because I will punch you, obviously. And
making excuses. This is textbook.
I'm sorry that happened.
You don't gotta tell them our business, baby.
No, I'm not telling them our business. I'm giving them
y'all about to argue right now. They about to start arguing right now because she's so upset that they saw what was happening to her. She pops up. You see him, huh? Say, oh, I ain't got no marks on me. Bitch, just because you don't have no marks on you right now, don't mean he ain't put his motherfucking hands on you, as we saw.
To let them know that I am okay and I'm not being battered or battered woman syndrome.
You are.
Look.
It is.
But I do want y'all to understand that as concerned as y'all are with him supposedly beating me, why won't y'all be that concerned with what the city doing to us? Do that for me. It's a lot of pressure that don't nobody understand.
Girl, she sounds just like, oh, what's love got to do with it? Ain't that what Tina said on what's love got to do with it? Don't nobody understand. It's a lot of pressure right now. Money, music ain't right. And it's the other thing of what I do. I insult him when I know he tries. No, Anna, this has got to stop. No, Anna, this has got to stop. You can't keep hiding black eyes from us, pretending like nothing's happening. We know.
These people are constantly attacking us.
And y'all don't understand that when you marry a woman and you're supposed to protect her, and she's scared to sleep in the house because the police beat her, and she got proof saying the police beat her, and she's still going to court and all this stuff.
Charges.
Yeah,
the police beating me.
Yeah. And so listen,
so the police beating your ass, your man beating your ass, and you want us only to do something about the police. Okay, girl. But we're gonna do something about the police, and then he still gonna kill your ass, girl. Like that. What are we talking about?
Gonna get him arrested though, huh?
But listen,
the nigga that helped y'all.
We're not gonna listen.
Who he help? Y'all, this is the psychosis that a lot of women be going through. And please don't judge too harshly, because y'all be in the comments, not y'all, but y'all be in the comments defending niggas that do shit like this to women every day, B.
Listen, we're not going to tell y'all our business, but we are going to say this. So we're having some issues in our relationship since then, and carrying all that weight on our shoulders. Y'all always clap.
And we steady having to repair and rekindle.
But we steadily.
But I do.
Y'all know what y'all could do, huh? Y'all could fucking move. Y'all can fucking move. I don't know what type of civil rights activist y'all think y'all being, but y'all on some bullshit as far as I'm concerned. I don't know nothing about the rest of that shit y'all talking about, but I know that you on camera stopped in the middle of the motherfucking street beating on that lady. And I know NOPD got a whole bunch of domestic violence cases that have nothing is done. Nothing is done. Women get their ass beat down here every day, B. And because women have learned how to be tough and learn how to fight back and learn how to curse these niggas out and get back at them, however they gonna get back at them, the law has now decided that the women of New Orleans don't really deserve to be protected, not even from them fucking selves.
Fixing what
and that's not how the law's supposed to work. So I find that sad, but
they're doing to us illegally, right? And so this is what I was gonna say. We just wanted to come let y'all know that not only are we okay, but we've also scheduled ourselves for marriage counseling.
I don't like the tone of his voice. The tone of his voice screams, I'm trying to pretend as if I'm different. I'm trying to pretend. No, I'm not feeling it. It's fake. It's fraudulent as fuck. Men like him do not change because they don't really think anything wrong with the shit they did. That's why what the fuck you going to marriage counseling for? So that you could tell a counselor that she made me hit her because the city council people got me stressed out? The fuck is you talking about?
My wife and I had an unfortunate situation. We're sitting here right now together, and we're not going to tell our personal business out in the street.
You don't have to tell us your personal business. You showed us your personal business when you decided to beat that lady ass in a car in broad daylight in the middle of the street. Y'all act like crackheads, but I don't know y'all business like that.
I'll set the setup. My wife.
But y'all see how often black men be out here beating black women's ass, and they always want to cite some bigger entity as to why it's happening. It's the man, it's the Illuminati, it's the white men. It's always somebody but you. When at the end of the day, if you had some couth, if you had some self-control, if you had some emotional intelligence, if you wasn't a violent, stalking ass somebody, Byron, you might have been able to actually become what you've been trying to become all of this time, a politician. But you don't have no sense. And a lot of y'all niggas don't have no sense. A lot of you niggas don't have no sense. And do you know what the community feels? The community feel like they can't do nothing for this lady. That's her family responsibility to do something about her getting her ass beat in public in front of people. It's a very I don't give a fuck about the community, but I love to care so much about when white people buying buildings and, you know, they care about that. Like they love to care about, they love to be down there. What y'all doing New Orleans? Y'all ain't letting us have Lincoln Beach. Y'all ain't having this. Y'all ain't taking care of the people. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But then when it come to this very interpersonal shit, y'all don't give a fuck. Oh, that's for your family to deal with. That ain't got nothing to do with the community. That is the community. If the community is full of a whole bunch of niggas beating on bitches and a whole bunch of bitches that think it's okay to get beat on, yeah, no, they're not going to go out and vote, honey. They're not going to care about bettering the lives of their children. They're not going to care about bettering their community. They're not going to care about all of that. You know why? Because they're too busy going through survival mode with domestic violence shit going on. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't know how, it'd be so funny to me to hear them niggas talking about how they care so much about the community, but they don't really care about the people in the community. I think that's interesting. I think that's very interesting. I think that it's on the minute level. Like if we want to talk about an ideal community, our ideal community is supposed to be a community that is not only used to slut shame and grow rape culture, because y'all real good at that. I would love for y'all to be more monitoring of each other. I would love for y'all to care about the men that do violent things towards they women and children, and vice versa. I would love for y'all to be like, you wrong for that. That's fucked up. You shouldn't be allowed to be a part of this, and that, because you don't know how to treat the people that are most vulnerable to you. Like if in an ideal community, it would be some checks and balances for the men that walk around parading like they want to be a politician, but out here acting a motherfucking fool. The community is not okay. The community is not okay. And it will never be okay, because y'all always focus on the shit that y'all can't control, and the shit that y'all actually could control, y'all don't care to do anything about. What? Child, the men are crashing out. They are crashing out, but that's some New Orleans shit that's going on. Okay. I do want to say R.I.P. to Malcolm-Jamal Warner, y'all. That shit really hurt my heart. And you know, that's just a scary feeling to go like that. And I'm very sorry, and my condolences, because I grew up on Malcolm-Jamal Warner from, of course, the Cosby Show, all the way to Malcolm and Eddie, to what was that show him and Tracy Ellis Ross had? I used to watch that show. You know, so it's sad to see that he passed in this way so early. You know, So RIP to him, y'all. All right, so let's move on. Because niggas can't do nothing but talk about Meg Thee Stallion.
Did you see the news about the new hot couple?
Who?
It is Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion.
Who's Klay Thompson, though?
He plays basketball. He was in the Warriors. He's one of the greatest shooters of all time. He's now on the Dallas Mavericks.
Really?
And he's with Megan Thee Stallion.
6 weeks.
I'm gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. My kid, I can't say.
So what Shaq is doing, he's setting the line, our DraftKicks Sportsbook line, at the summer.
6 weeks.
You don't see it lasting into the fall.
6 weeks.
What did it surprise you?
Listen, come on.
No.
I don't know. Listen, man, she got shot for that. That might go last for a long time. 6 weeks ain't nothing. She got shot, so you gotta give her some credit, right? You gotta give her a little credit that he might got some staying power with that.
Jack, did you see the news?
So I just want to, girl, listen, I don't know what respectful elder men are supposed to be anymore. girl, what happened to the days where the elder men in their fucking 60s in the community would not talk about a girl that is young enough to be their daughter? They would not talk about her like that on a public platform. The crass, vile nature of saying that she got shot over her pussy. These are your elders. These are the people that y'all put on pedestals because they do sports good. I think people should just do what they do. I think if you played sports, you probably shouldn't talk a lot because you probably don't have much smart shit to say. I thought for a minute there, you can never hope for the best with people like Tyson. They do shrooms. You think their brain chemistry might have changed a little bit, but oh no, it's still giving creep. It's still giving creep. It's still giving scary as fuck. It's still giving don't get caught on the elevator. Don't get caught in a dark room. Don't get caught nowhere where you can't escape with motherfucking Mike Tyson or Shaquille O'Neal. Because I'ma just say this. Shaquille O'Neal, the way you were flirting and sexualizing Angel Reese, like the lack of self-control, y'all don't even feel like y'all should have to hide making these women feel uncomfortable by speaking of their sex in a way that they're really not comfortable with you speaking about it. Like, yeah, Mike raped the woman. He absolutely did. And y'all love to forget about that. Y'all also like to act like he didn't beat Robin Givens' ass. And he absolutely did. Y'all call Robin Givens a gold digger. And Mike said himself he had to make her buy shit because she was just very plain and liked to wear the clothes that she already had and shit. She wasn't this person that y'all made her out to be. Y'all try to ruin that lady's career because Mike Tyson beat her ass. I'm just saying. I just like to remind people of how they act behind some of these men. And I'm gonna say this about Megan and Klay. Megan and Klay are two young people. I believe their relationship has probably been going on for about 6 months at this point. Do I think they'll be together forever? No, I don't. Am I waiting for them to break up? No, because I don't see any issues in the relationship just yet. I think Meg is out here by herself and always searching for someone to call home for herself because she has no real family like that anymore. Like, I think she has her cousin and shit, but like, this type of situation probably puts you in a place of wanting a partner that's on your same level, that's making money like you making, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, I feel more empathy for Meg, and I have hopes that she has good experiences with people and doesn't always feel like she's being used and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it does feel like a lot of the people that she's dealt with, I believe, were with her because it made them look good, regardless to what anybody's talking about. Her being with the party dude, like, that was a lame ass nigga. Like, every nigga she stood next to, she gave more levity and credence to than they actually deserve. So I hope that Klay is different. He seems to be a different type of guy, but athletes are not that much different than rappers a lot of the time. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But I just don't like I just don't like the way they talk about her. I don't like the way they talk about her like she's not somebody's daughter, like she's not a human, like saying somebody got shot over their pussy. Like that's just such a crass, fucked up thing to say for an elderly man to say. But it's because these old ass niggas don't want to see themselves as old. And I almost feel like the disrespect of young women is to put them on the same level with a young woman instead of them being on the older nigga pedestal that they're supposed to be on. But, you know, a lot of people are aging, but they're not gaining any wisdom along the ride. Speaking of not gaining any wisdom, let's talk about Shannon Sharpe, you guys. So model Gabriela Zuniga announces retirement from OnlyFans after quietly settling the $50 million Shannon Sharpe sexual assault lawsuit. Now, people are saying that she didn't get 50, she possibly got 15. He offered her 10. So I believe she definitely got more than he was initially offering. And I don't care that he got licked by this white girl. I feel like there's often a equal exchange, right? I know a lot of y'all don't think that. Y'all think men having money means that they're the only ones giving something up when they're in relationships with women, which is weird as fuck that y'all think that. But personally, no, I believe that he did probably do the things that she said, which gave her the opportunity to gut punch that ass. And then being white, like I think that helped her to get exactly what anybody should get from a man who is abusive and telling them that he wants to choke them and, you know, doing race play with a white girl. And, you know, you really don't like black women at all. You have such a disdain for us. And you do view black women as like what, the ghetto gimme girls, but you thought you can go and run game on the white girl because she's white, so she must be dumb. Like, yeah, I imagine that that's the mindset and that's your ego. And so I don't feel sorry for Shannon. And I don't want Shannon to go and find a black woman and be smarter. No, I want Shannon to keep doing exactly what the fuck he's doing. I do not want him to go and get with a black woman that he's going to mistreat and abuse because he doesn't really want to be with her, but he knows that might be his smartest thing. Yeah, no, keep your miserable ass over there with them white girls if that's what you want to do. Don't bring that big goofy shit over here. But what I will say is I've been hearing how he wouldn't even spend this amount of money on his fucking kids. He wouldn't even spend this amount of money on his kids, but he'll spend it on a OnlyFans prostitute that he was abusing and having racial sex play with. He's a piece of shit. And congratulations to Gabriella for being able to hit them pockets hard enough to retire from sex work. It goes to show that a lot of times women do not want to do these things, but they also don't want to do the type of work y'all feel like they should be doing. That's another thing. A lot of y'all who wish 9-to-5s on everybody, there ain't nothing wrong with a 9-to-5. Nobody really says that there's anything wrong with a 9-to-5. We live in a capitalist society. How else is shit gonna get done around here? But what we do have a problem with is y'all projecting that you hate your job on everybody that's figured out something else. Like I've noticed that recently. It's a lot of, oh, now you gonna have to get a 9-to-5. Ma'am, listen, if you like your 9-to-5, please enjoy it. But it's not for everybody. I did not enjoy it. I will argue with you motherfuckers every day on this internet until the day I die before I want to go back to working on somebody's job and having them do power play games with me because they can't break me. But they think if they keep fucking with my schedule and making me work like a dog to prove something to them, like what you want that life for me? That's better than what I'm doing now? I think the fuck not. But I remember when I quit my job, there was a whole thread on me on Lipstick Alley about how dumb I was. You know, sometimes people are so scared to bet on themselves that when they see somebody else do it, they can't help but to hate and shoot it down. But 9-to-5s ain't for everybody. And for the people who they are for, I am grateful to you for going to work between 9 and 5. I am. But see, I was a motherfucker that worked every schedule you could think about. 3 a.m. to 1 p.m. 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. Sometimes I worked from 8 to 4, got off, then went to another job from 6 to 10. I've worked every fucking schedule. I've worked very hard in my young life. I've been working since I was a child because my mama owned a hair salon. So I was always cleaning up, washing hair, and running to the store for people. And then after that, I got a work permit early so that I could work at the courthouse. I was 14, I believe. I've been working for a long time. And I don't want to do that no more. That don't feel good to me. I want to do what feels good to me. And I should be allowed to do so in this one life they say we live. Okay? Yes. Hey, if your office hours are from 9 to 5, I don't begrudge you, bitch. I don't. But stop wishing that on people who don't want that. And I see that more often than not. I see more often than not people up there. Now you gotta get a 9. Oh, the way y'all talk when y'all thought TikTok was gonna be over. Now y'all gotta get a girl. That ain't for everybody. And if you don't want to do that and you can figure out something else for yourself, then do that. The fuck? Okay? I hated that shit. Motherfuckers deciding what I do every day. Man, fuck you. I want to decide what I do every day. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Wi-Fi money forever. Okay? Niggas is tired. Capitalist, be mad at the capitalist system. Like, be mad at that shit. Don't be mad at motherfuckers that figure out something else. Be mad at this system that's working everybody to damn death. Now let's move on, okay? Because people, y'all want to talk about bad mamas and people needing their ass whipped. So 3 men, including a 14-year-old, have been arrested for kidnapping 7-year-old Milwaukee boy Jamal White and holding him for $100,000 ransom. One suspect claims the initial plan was to rob the child's mother, an alleged known drug dealer. As we previously shared, Jamal White was abducted on July 11 and rescued less than 24 hours later, just 7 miles away from his home from which he was abducted. At least 5 people have been arrested since the incident. Baby Jamal's uncle, Jamel White, was arrested for firing several shots at a slow-moving car a day after the boy was abducted. Jamal's mother, Siobhan, was also arrested. Charges still pending. And 3 men, a 14-year-old, 25-year-old, and a 38-year-old. That means that's 2 men and a child. Just want to be very clear on that. 14 is a child. Were arrested for the kidnapping of Jamal White. We previously reported on 25-year-old Corey Williams' arrest. Now it's learned that he told police how he helped the 14-year-old concoct the scheme. In a criminal complaint, Corey told police how the team wanted to rob Siobhan Williams, but after failing to find her, the plans changed once they abducted her son and demanded $100K. I feel like I am more inclined to believe that y'all put this on that 14-year-old because y'all think he not going to get as much time. To me, I think the 2 old motherfuckers brought the 14-year-old in so that they could blame him as the mastermind because they're believing he won't get as much time. We've seen that on movies and shit a whole bunch of times. That don't even make no sense for a fucking 14-year-old to convince a 38-year-old and a 25-year-old to do something. 100. Y'all sound dumb if y'all think we supposed to think that, okay? And then on top of that shit, the daddy ain't shit. The way that little boy was screaming for his daddy and the daddy left him out there and closed the motherfucking door. There go your providers and your protectors, your street niggas that's supposed to be about it. Wham, wham, wham. Niggas is pussy. That's why niggas need to stop selling drugs and doing illegal shit because you vagina. Okay, we need a better word for that. You dick. Because we know pussies are strong. Okay, we got to stop saying these stupid things that niggas got us saying just by memory. Like, you a punk ass nigga, man. You weak. You a weak nigga. You don't need to be out on the street. You really should have like went to school or got a trade or something. You need to be cutting hair or some shit. You need to be doing something that don't require no nigga antics. And Miss old girl with freckles and shit. Oh, bitch, I hope you go to jail. And I hope you ain't got no other kids, but I hope they put that child in foster care and that child goes to somebody that's gonna raise it like the child deserved to be raised. Because this is how little boys grow up and become stupid motherfuckers that we gotta put in jail. I know it's a lot of black people that I follow that don't believe in the prison industrial complex. So I would love for them to give us an alternate option for this. But I just kind of feel like she don't need to be nowhere near that child. I feel like I don't know who told her that she should sell drugs. It's 2025. Like, if you got shit to lose, y'all out here like flossing. Yeah, I just feel like you out here being reckless. You're not even doing this like, you know, grown people do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even doing this shit right. You're being reckless and stupid. And you got a kid to think about. And I just think that's whack. I just think that's whack. I guess she felt like, well, I'm not about to sell pussy, so something gotta shake. Yeah, nah, it's giving that them grown ass men convinced that 14-year-old to do that stupid shit. I feel bad for the 7-year-old for having weak ass parents because apparently, what was the story that I heard earlier today? Hold up, where is that? I think the story was that the mama wouldn't pay the ransom. Like they was like, pay the ransom, and she was like, I ain't paying shit. Like, damn. That's wild. You don't give a fuck about your kid like that. Yeah. Yeah, people need new parents. That's what I be talking about. Everybody don't need to be a parent. Everybody don't need to be a parent. People be out here being shitty parents every day, B. Every day. I don't know why y'all think otherwise. I think that's all. We can leave that right there. Because that's just such a fucked up story. I feel so sorry for that baby. I feel so sorry for that motherfucking baby. Because you really just can tell that a lot of y'all just lay down and let somebody fuck y'all. Like, that's really all that happened. Wasn't nothing deep or profound about it, baby. Y'all just lay down and let a nigga fuck y'all. So let's get into Nicki Minaj, because I know I've been like trying really hard not to talk about Nicki Minaj because Onika is exhausting to me. And I really feel like at this point, this is just going downhill. And I know there's so many people that feel validated with this situation. Where is it at? Here you go. Y'all feel the daughter of Rock Nation, Desiree, and all of this shit. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know Desiree Perez. She might very well have done all of the snake ass shit that Nicki Minaj has accused her of doing. My question, why haven't you sued anybody? Another question, well, all the money that you have, why haven't you figured out a way to get from under this? Like, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like people like Nicki Minaj that have all of this access and all of this money and they don't do anything with it but complain about the people that are not validating them, it feels like it's a waste. And it feels like you should be trying to seek within so that you can find a way to pop out and show niggas. Instead, you want to focus on who's wronged you. And you think attaching your coattail and your story to this woman's story with her daughter is supposed to do something. And I just kind of feel like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling like you can draw those two things together. Because I do believe the thing that is alike is that Desiree's daughter is definitely probably being abused, and so are you. Because y'all are with street niggas that look like they like to hit women. But outside of that, Nicki Minaj decided that she wanted to go at SZA over what she believed to be a sub when SZA talked about Mercury being in retrograde. This is just ridiculous at this point.
Yodeling fool who needs auto-tune, who done diss every female entertainer.
I know you're not fucking talking about auto-tune. To be very clear, Nicki, you've never been able to sing. And because Lil Wayne was doing terrible singing on Young Money at the time, they allowed you to do it, but you sing through your nasal passage. It's almost as if you never got any real vocal lessons. You see right through me. Yeah, like there was auto-tune on that nasally ass vocal performance you gave every time you tried to sing. So I think it's weird for you to go after somebody that actually does know how to sing. I think it just shows how much of a hater you truly are.
It seems, based off of, the screenshots. Take your yodeling ass on somewhere else, bitch. What the fuck? And you done tried to break that man.
Does she think she's talking to K. Michelle?
Back or something, I think, allegedly. How the fuck did you match the dots every time you put back on the freckles? Is what we the people want to motherfucking know. And did Desiree Perez take her motherfucking deposition? That's what we wanted. Oh, I knew that was gonna get you mad, Des. Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys. Now, Barbs, I love you very much. So I have to do I have to do a meeting, but so we can have some fun. And outside of the accusations and stuff of anything I say, like in terms of alleged abuse of power and anything, outside of that, please know that this is all entertainment and should be treated as such.
Now she talking that shit and threatening to sue people on the internet at the same time for talking about her. That's wild to me.
Okay? Please know that. It's okay to have a good laugh. Y'all know I love a good laugh. Whatever has to be done, because that's where it's gotten at, as of now. That's where.
Girl, that deposition ain't got nothing to do with you, though. That's about her daughter. Girl, Mercury is in retrograde. It is. It absolutely is. What the fuck? Let me go to this. Okay. So neighbors get into this. After previously reporting the Rock Nation is trying to hold their CEO's daughter, Demery Hadley, in contempt for violating her gag order, we've got the full scope because her daughter got on the internet with Crazy Eye. She got on the internet with Crazy Eye and talked about how was laughing. We covered it. We covered it on my channel. Some of y'all might have saw that video. Where we talked about it. The video. We watched the video of her and Crazy Eye talking and how she kept laughing and acting like the man wasn't really trying to hit her and why they blurred out the hit. It was like because it was a point of contact. Like, that's why they blurred it. Are y'all okay? Yeah, Jaguar Wright. Like, Jaguar Wright interviewed this girl, and the video that they posted, I don't care what they're talking about, the girl looked like she was scared that the nigga was going to hit her. He did, in fact, hit her. So I'm not exactly sure why everybody is on this lady's top when it comes to the business, but when it comes to her daughter absolutely seems as if she's in an abusive relationship, and everything that the mama was doing allegedly was to get her daughter away from the abusive man. But what I've learned is that when people want to be, abused and they want to be in abusive relationships, if the law is not going to do anything, you have to let them go through that on their own and just kind of have the door open for whenever they need your help. Okay. Let's see. Demery claims her mother, Desiree Perez, was once incarcerated for drug trafficking. She looks like the type. And pardoned by Trump in 2021, allegedly has a history of using her power, influence, and money to control people. But this time, she says it's gone too far. Back in May, Demery filed a lawsuit accusing Desiree, Rock Nation, and 17 other entities of conspiring to have her involuntarily committed. She says they tried 3 times before finally succeeding in March 2024 under the Florida's Baker Act. Demery alleges they falsely labeled her as a suicidal drug addict, which was disproven with urine and hair follicle drug tests while in custody at a mental facility. The motive, Demery believes this is all to sabotage her husband, who they accuse of misdemeanor domestic violence, which was disproven as well. I don't know when that was disproven because I saw that fucking video and he hit her in that video. I don't know what y'all are talking about. She claims her mother has always disliked him and filed false police reports of abuse to railroad him. Demery also says her mother orchestrated fake meetings with Nike directors, hired neighbors to stalk her, and even submitted misleading photos of her swollen face, claiming her husband knocked her teeth out just to try to get him locked up. In an interview with Tasha K, Demery revealed she hired a private investigator and discovered alleged emails between Rock Nation attorneys and Florida prosecutors. In them, she says they admitted they lacked enough evidence to jail her husband, so they plan to brainwash her and have her committed while he faces human trafficking charges. Brainwash her? Okay, girl. Look, first fucking comment is Chameleon. Girl, I gotta unfollow you. Now Demery says she's done being harassed and stalked by Mother and Rock Nation. She's speaking out to expose how legal systems meant to protect are being abused by the powerful. That absolutely happens. And I am not gonna argue that Demery Desiree is doing all of the shit that her daughter is saying. But I'm also saying I saw that video and that nigga absolutely hit you. Like, I'm so fucking sorry, bitch. That nigga absolutely hit you. And on top of that,
a South Florida woman is taking. It's her own mother who's by suicide and abusing.
She threatened to overdose yesterday.
Damari's law petition.
Yeah.
Used, right? Or abused.
She like your now husband
to represent
all of
that
it.
asking. She was doing.
Okay, I was wondering if they were gonna have that video in there.
It's her own. A South Florida woman.
But yeah, if she wants her mama to leave her the fuck alone, then I think her mama should leave her the fuck alone. So I'm not upset about any of this. And I also feel like I said, if Nicki's gripe is with this woman in Rock Nation, girl, please sue them people, but get your fucking ass off of Twitter. And so in order to validate that story, here comes Nessa.
Okay, so let me finish what I was saying. If you're wondering, why am I readdressing all of the things that I have already addressed years ago? Many people addressed all of these things. It's because Nicki Minaj recently shared her experience of going through different smear campaigns and what happens behind the scenes, talking about Jay-Z, Desiree Perez, and Rock Nation, right? And a lot of people, what I saw online, were questioning her about this. And sadly, I knew it wasn't even a question because I saw it happen to Colin. And the worst part about during that time were the smear campaigns that were happening behind the scenes to try to discredit Colin publicly, to sway people to think that Colin was okay being blackballed or he was asking for a lot of money to play again. He was never offered a job the minute he protested.
Okay, so I'm gonna just stop it right there. So I'm gonna say this. I hear sis, I do. But at the same time, I do feel like Jay-Z and them kind of brushed over the shit. And I don't know if they actually made it better or worse. If we being real, like, have you done anything besides get people to perform for the Super Bowl and they don't even really get paid for that shit? Like, I'm sure it's some other shit that I don't understand and I don't deal with, but I'm inclined to believe what she's saying about Jay-Z kind of, not helping the situation with Colin Kaepernick and kind of being the nigga to go and kind of smooth things over with the blacks. I definitely can see that, right? But also, I feel like Colin still wanting to play football is just like Nicki not wanting to figure something else out that doesn't, have anything to do with these people. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like these are people that can do other things, but instead want to be bitter and upset about shit that's not in their control. Nicki wants to be mad about Rock Nation and Desiree, but doesn't want to sue them, doesn't want to do anything to fix the situation, but get on the internet and tell us about it as if we can do something about it, right? Then you have Colin Kaepernick still training on a lonely field to get hired where he's never going to play again. And then the thing about it is that when you call these people out for the racists that they are, you have to be okay with fucking walking away forever. Why do you still want to come back and work for them? That's also weird to me, bitch. That's weird to me. Once we've identified the racism, you now need to go and figure out something else to do. You was not going to be able to play football for fucking ever anyway, Colin. Like, I'm just, I'm sorry, but like.
Never. Okay? And no. Like I said then, Jay-Z never spoke to Colin before he made that deal with the NFL. No. He only spoke to Colin after he made that deal, and he was okay with the deal and knew exactly what it would do to Colin, and he was okay with it. You know how I know? I was there. I heard the conversation. And
Okay. So basically, y'all saying Rock Nation ain't shit, but y'all not doing nothing about it. Y'all just telling us. Got it. Okay.
The mental state to be in front of your niggas. As soon as a nigga of color hop onto the stream, is straight watermelon and gorillas, nigga. I watch Adin streams a lot.
Kai, that's everybody's stream. Faye's stream has it. Bro, Kai.
Okay, so this is hilarious to me. It's the last thing, and I'm gonna get off here. This is hilarious to me. This is funny to me. I don't like to be a hater, right? But I can see the fugazi fuck nigga shit in people. And Cenat has always came off fugazi fuck nigga shit, right? I don't watch him enough to care. But I never thought that he was one of your pro-black men. That's not what I got, because Adin Ross disrespects black women often on his channel. And the black men around him don't check him. They don't care about none of that. And so what that reflects to me is what has been happening since the dawn of time with racism in this country, is that there's always a group of bootlicking black men that don't give a fuck about the racism until it starts to affect them. When it's happening to black women, y'all don't care about it. Y'all think it's fine. Y'all don't want to get involved. But then as soon as you want to call out Adin Ross's manager and his stream community for being racist, like, what do you want us to do? Now what? Like, what do you want us to do? Like, it's weird. And now what? You're going to sue Complex because they put you next to him? That's because nobody probably has a picture of your fucking manager, and it's your manager. It wasn't you, but it's your manager. It says Cenat on Adin Ross's manager calling him the N-word. It says it. You gonna sue? Sue. Let's see if it stands up in court. Because a lot of y'all like to pay lawyers for shit that ain't never really gonna happen. Let me see. I was trying to find something else. I think that was connected to that, but maybe I don't have it. The Breakfast Club. Let me see. I think it was down here somewhere. Yes, the Breakfast Club. Y'all, I said it in a short, and I'm gonna say it on here. I don't feel like the Breakfast Club cares about black people like they claim to. I think for young people, they have very regressed mindsets. And when I say young people, I'm really talking about Jess and Lauren. Not so much talking about DJ such and such, whatever the fuck his name is, the DJ. The DJ is an old New York nigga that did all of the creepy fugazi old New York fuck nigga shit. Like y'all want to be pimps. Y'all think that's the life. You know what I mean? So of course y'all don't respect women. Y'all don't respect y'all's wives, women y'all are in relationships with. Y'all don't respect any of these people. So that's very obvious to me. Like, you know, it's very, very obvious to me that y'all don't give a fuck. Damn. I'm mad that I thought I had saved that Breakfast Club shit. But they were up there chastising what is it? Neon, which is another streamer. And you know, people were in my comments under the post like, "Oh, well, Neon asked them to come on the Breakfast Club." And they should have told him no. But they wanted to use that as an opportunity to prove that they care about black people, because I think they needed to regain some of their followers after the Diddy trial. And just as of recent, I feel like they've been saying a lot of problematic shit that a lot of people are not really fucking with the Breakfast Club like that anymore, right? And so I feel like them using the Neon nigga was an opportunity to make it seem as if they give a fuck about black people. Hold up. Let me find it. The Breakfast Club. Okay. Let me see if it's on here. Let's slide down. Because y'all know they talk about a lot of different shit. I'm sure a lot of different shit has happened. Did I pass it up? Here we go.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, your chat is wild racist though.
Yo, stop right there.
They like, fuck this black bitch, monkey, watermelon, shit emojis.
I'm literally looking and I don't see any of that.
What? It says they race baiting. It says fuck the short hair monkey. They race baiting. Fuck the Breakfast Club. Walkout Neon,
And I
Fuck
guarantee
Breakfast
you,
Club.
if any of the motherfuckers was here, they wouldn't say it at all. That's another thing about,
Well, that's
streaming and
trolls.
just being behind.
You also have to understand this isn't
Go-
this is the internet. This is not just my chat, my community, right? This is the internet. The internet, just like me back then, would say whatever they want.
Yeah.
So this isn't like a representation of me, obviously.
But
It is. It is a representation of you. The people who follow you are usually a large representation of you, whether you like it or not.
it's funny though, because the reality is,
It's not.
I know this is a bunch of kids in here who don't know no better, but if we were really assholes,
Please.
we wouldn't have had you up here. And as soon as I heard about the Cenat thing, we'd have told you get the fuck on. I mean, disrespecting somebody's mom and then saying that shit about Harriet Tubman. If we were really being assholes and really trying to belittle you, you'd have told you.
I understand that, man. I just feel like
But you still fuck with Andrew Schultz. That's something like should have had this same energy for Andrew Schultz. Exactly. Like Charlamagne, you don't give a fuck. Stop playing.
at the end of the day, you can't hold something against someone if they're changing and becoming a better person. And,
But
and
how
understanding.
do we know you're changing, and how
Well,
do
you don't
expect
none
people to really believe you when you build your whole
I understand it.
platform on being a liar?
Of course, and no one has to believe me. And at the end of the day, if you don't want to believe me, you don't have to believe me. But if you actually sit down and watch my streams and understand the growth, then you see it. And if you don't, it's fuck
respect
you.
growth.
It's like at the end of the day, I don't.
Oh, it's fuck you. Okay. Yeah. Y'all shouldn't have never let this whack ass little bitch ass nigga come on y'all show anyway, but y'all did.
Like I'm not here to prove anything to people. I can do it the best I can. People could judge me. I don't care. I'm gonna.
I respect.
So you didn't come to a black platform in order to prove anything to anybody? That sounds like cap.
Bro, people
I
always
respect
evolve.
that.
But- and if no one wants
who
to-
I was at 21 is not who I am right
it
now,
also
and that's the
takes
same
some-
with you. I respect.
I respect her. I've already told
Of course you do. Of course you do. You're always gonna be on the side of wrong, DJ Envy.
you that already. I respect
Yeah.
her.
But there's
Aiden
no
said-
reason there's no reason for coming for someone for something that they apologized for 5 times, and it was not the person who I am now, and it was years ago. So like, just coming for the same thing just doesn't.
People gonna ask you about it.
Aiden said
No,
hold on.
100%. But like, bring it up like 6 times. Like, come on.
Aiden
Like,
said,
what are we
ask
doing
why
here?
he cheated on his wife. Let's talk past shit. We've already talked about that. You've
Yeah.
addressed all that. It's in my book. We talk about it in interviews. And I'm glad Aiden brought that up.
I think it's very interesting how upset this little guy is getting, and he can't handle what's being given back to him. When you don't block people, like you have the ability to block people. A lot of content creators don't believe in blocking people because all they care about is money. Okay, so then don't act like you give a fuck about your community displaying racism. Like you don't give a fuck about that. You just want their money, right? Which means you're okay with racism as long as you're getting paid by the racists. Yeah. And I believe because you are one. Like I don't think there's been any real growth. You can tell by the way you were handling this interview. You're about to bitch out. He's about to have a fucking conniption. He's about to walk off and bitch out later. But yeah, like I think that was even some bitch ass shit to even interview that nigga. And I don't think that I don't think the Breakfast Club should have done that. I just don't. But that's their business and they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. But it didn't make them look any whacker. I'm sorry, it didn't make them look any better. They still look whack as fuck to me. Okay, that's just how I feel about it, hun. All right. I know he did it on the way out like a bitch. I know. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got for y'all today. I'm about to dip out. Thank y'all for coming through. I will be back up tomorrow. Okay, trying to do 2 lives a day. At least until Friday. I'm trying, y'all. So fingers crossed. But anyway, y'all have a good rest of y'all day, and I will see y'all in the next one. All right. Peace out.